We're doing it now.
What are you doing?
There you go.
The hell?
What's up?
I don't know. All right. So I'm good. We're streaming. We are live on the internet to our
All right.
Twitch
stream.
brethren.
I spent way too much time fucking with the drawing function and then a lot of time with the audio stuff that I don't have. I thought it'd be way easier to find fucking character models to represent the antagonists, and boy, let me tell you, it is a task. And these are all fucking WoW models, and it infuriates me that this D&D mod is just using World of Warcraft models. And I'm talking like vanilla WoW, like really low poly fucking.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, you can see that. It's some really stupid shit.
Verk is so tiny.
He's a dwarf. You guys have the really high poly, like really nice models that come with tabletop. Like they like breathe. Kurtz isn't moving for some reason, but they like breathe and move. You can right click them and click the attack. Yeah, they like walk and stuff. I'm still working on. I spent a lot of time in just getting tabletop to do some of the core functionality. And other than that, it's been tough. Okay. I'm gonna move your dice, Bill.
Oh no, you're fine.
Just get them out of here. Does someone want to recap while I set up the map?
That sounds like a good job for Kurt. Sounds like a good job for Bill.
I'm still like getting all my stuff ready on my PDFs and shit.
Oh yeah, I don't know if everyone heard me, but like at this point, honestly, I am increasingly treating this campaign as a like big test run prologue type thing. Like we're working a lot of stuff out. The quality obviously is varying wildly from session to session as we like figure out mics, cam, kind of stuff. Usually, you guys haven't DM'd with me, but my like standards for a campaign are like super fucking high. And for this one, it's like if you guys have your character sheet open in a different program or load them in here, I don't super care. We're kind of, this is all just like prototype shit, if that makes sense. But usually, ideally, we'll have a system locked down in a couple sessions, and then if we decide to move forward, we'll have like hard and fast, like at 8 o'clock, you're here and your character sheet is up and you're done. You know what I mean? Obviously, we're all like completely all over the place right now.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
I don't think I've got the Twitch chat up either. That's not good. Okay. All right, give me a couple more seconds here. Is anybody going to do a recap?
Someone who's not me.
Well, Verk was fed, and then he wanted to go lay down. Now people are trying to attack him.
They're in the process of, not trying to.
So basically,
They haven't hit him yet.
We arrived at the new world, which I believe was Constellations, and we were brought into a house which looked very much like the one that we were just in on the World of Worms, only there are people here, and they resembled those who were interrogating us on our homeworld. Forgive me with names at the moment, but we were having trouble, mainly I was having trouble explaining where we were coming from. And they, some of the people, particularly one of the butlers, was not too happy with us and didn't trust us on and on one of the name days, or one of the cycles in this world, the god of justice, I want to say.
Morning god of righteousness, the sun, and
Yes.
the heavens.
That was basically, they found out that we were criminals because the one lady invaded my brain and saw as much. And we are now, we were allowed to stay because the daughter decided to let us, show us mercy, essentially. We were going to sleep, and then Verk overheard the butler and two others plotting against us to come and what we can only assume is kill us in the middle of the night. The door flung open. They came in and started attacking us with, I believe, a shotgun, if I remember correctly.
The butler has a shotgun, yeah.
Yeah. And I believe that's where we left off with the other people on their way towards the room. The people that, made us safe. And Chris is glowing.
You want to recap that specifically for us, Chris?
Sure.
That'll be our lead in, or I can do it. That'll be our lead into the session proper.
So Jonas, right,
Mm-hmm.
is having a crisis of conscience. He's starting to put together that these two guys were not there to get him out from his rich royal family. So we the session opened up with Jonas having taken severe shotgun damage and being extremely ornery. Throughout the session, Jonas found that during the day of mourning, the god of justice and righteousness, not justice, righteousness, right?
Righteousness, the sun, and the heavens.
Yes.
Okay.
That this world and these people were worshiping this god, and he read a plaque that was sitting below a painting, paying homage to this god, and kind of recognized that there was a distinct connection to the gods with this world. So, in the midst of this fight late at night, we are awoken by people that do not trust us, think that we are out to get them or are evil people because of our lying and because they were able to see that we were in prison. That we, excuse me. So, in and amongst this attack, I decide to cry out to this all-knowing and all-powerful God of mourning on his day to ask for his divine intervention, if you will. So Dan, as the DM, gave me the choice of either doing something that would imbue myself with some of his power, doing something to help my party members and help the team, or doing something specifically to impede and or harm the people that were attacking us. So I made the choice, as Jonas probably would have, to be a little selfish, but to do something also more because I didn't think the righteous move was to necessarily harm our attackers, because they are mistaken in their attack upon us. At least that's my that's Jonas's belief. So I decided to take the power for myself, and then used some of my bardic ability to create a fairy fire in the shape of mourning, to then kind of conduct in a symphony of assistance for us.
Yeah. Now, bear with me 1 minute while I actually think I can. Let's do this. Okay.
So order the token. Oh, go ahead.
So we're going to do this due to lack of resources. Actually, let me take the grid and lower that opacity. Okay. How does this look to you guys in terms of readability?
Yeah, I can see it all.
So what I'm going to be doing is sorry, bear with me one more second.
Just image. The wall. Oh, I already have it. The Discord overlay wasn't working.
Are you talking to us?
No.
Oh, okay.
Talking to myself. Haha. But I'm back.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry for anyone watching. I'm sure this is a just a terrible.
That freaked me the hell out.
What?
When you picked up the character, they moved.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier. And I know how to write. There we go.
All frats, watch this.
Ah! Yeah, you're totally a dwarf, though.
Yeah, not cool.
I mean, there's...
I know there's not a whole lot to do about it, but yeah.
I can't seem to draw a straight line anymore. like in the squares are not, they're not coming in.
They're skewed.
Yeah.
That's weird that they don't have like snap onto grid lines.
Oh, they totes do.
They have to. I just don't know what the command is.
Again?
I'm sorry?
Try again?
Try again what?
I don't know. Draw that line. No? Nothing? That's weird.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm trying to draw a straight line.
Oh, you are as well. Okay.
Hmm?
I had it before.
It says that there's a show lines and object snapping options.
Yeah, object snapping, yes. The lines are
Not the same.
No.
Gotcha.
This is good enough. Let's roll with this.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so for the time being, in lieu of any cohesive set of aesthetics for figurines, which I spent a long time with the past couple weeks trying to find a good set and had a tough time, we'll use these models that are in the game for you guys. Chess pieces for antagonists, and I'm just going to use 6-sided die for objects in the room. So those are the beds, the d6s. The pawn is...
It's the old man Harkwell.
It is. I don't know where my notes are.
So I've
There we
got
go.
the
Yeah, that's Harkwell.
He was like just outside the door.
The one next to Jonas is Oberyn.
Yep. And then Brightholm is the one attacking Davros. No, he was inside the door because you had grappled him as soon as you walked in, and you have his shotgun.
Okay. I guess
Yeah.
I was standing where I was because of the whole bed and grapple thing.
Yeah.
Just looking at roll 20. But yeah, that's fine.
That's true. So for right now, we don't have a solid system for like initiative visually on the screen or rolling. One of the things that we lose is the like convenience mechanically of roll 20.
Yeah.
But you gain, I think, a much better visual experience. So I don't know. We'll fuck with it. This thing can do anything roll 20 can do. It's just a lot harder to figure it out. Like I know there's initiative trackers and there's dice rollers and there's all manner of things, and I just have to figure out like how to get those to work. For right now, though, what I can do, and this is kind of cool.
380 humans. What?
That's just like, don't worry about it. That's not like a. That's not like a
That's the
DM. Don't worry
army
about
we-
it. That's just like the thing that guy.
What's the army we have to fight later?
That's not a DM. Don't worry about it. That's a
Yeah, that's like a for real. Don't worry about it. This, yeah.
Yeah.
It's some weird. All right, so let me see if this works.
Bag of tricks. There we go.
Bill. What backcountry woods do you live in?
What do you mean?
You're 60 ping.
60 ping?
What am I at?
25.
Yeah, I have some pretty shitty internet here. It is wildly inconsistent.
Frats, your lines are way thinner than mine. Do you have any idea how you might have done?
I did lines that are thinner than yours.
Look at my lines.
I don't know.
By the way. Yeah, I don't know how you changed your thick because you shouldn't be able to. And I'm. What the fuck? Can you not do that?
My God.
What
I
the
pressed
hell?
the wrong
happened?
button. You should be able to reset it, Dan. There should be like a unflip.
Hold on. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can turn that off.
You should be able to.
Please.
I rolled a 20, by the way. On flipping the tape.
If you had done that on purpose, I would have 100%.
No, I'm
rage quit.
I was clicking things to find if I could change my setting.
I do not see where one might change that.
Physics locked? No. There's definitely a way to do it, though.
Does anyone remember the initiative order?
Yeah, I got roll 20 up still.
Thank you. Just let me know what that is.
I don't know if Jonas finished his turn last time.
Yeah.
Or if he was.
He did. He was the last person to go.
So it's Oberyn.
Well, but who's top? Regardless, who's top of the round?
Oberyn was next. Myself.
No, who's top? Who normally starts the round? Like, give me the objective initiative order, not.
I think it's me.
Who's next?
Oberyn had 24.
Okay.
Then Davros, Harkwell. They both had 22s.
Okay.
Then it was Jonas with 12. Myself with 12.
On. So, bear with me. Sorry, Oberyn.
Yep.
Davros, Harkwell, and then who?
Davros, Harkwell,
Jonas.
Verk, and Brightholm.
Is anyone watching the stream right now, Frets?
Probably not.
I hope not.
2 people.
No,
It's
that's
probably
terrible.
I think it's Bill and me.
Yeah, okay.
For some reason, I'm hosting Anthony, and I'm not sure why. Let me figure that out real quick. Yeah, it shouldn't be. It loaded old.
Right, whose turn is it? Jonas just
Um,
went, so it's Verk's turn, actually.
oh,
Okay.
sweet.
All right, so let me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I was just about to
Yeah.
smack someone in the face.
All right, so the stream is starting right now. Yay, this is it. So, Verk, you have Harkwell's shotgun in your hand. You're wielding it like a club.
You mean this weird metal club I'm holding?
Exactly. You do know that it shoots things. He did just open and shot Davros with it.
You realize you're talking to an 8 intelligence creature over here.
Well, that's true, but you know what like a magic wand is, right?
Yeah.
Like you know that like it has a function beyond clubbing. You may not want to use it at that function.
Yeah.
But you know it has one.
Yeah.
Davros or Jonas has just summoned this like avatar of mourning as far as you're concerned. You don't know much about religion either, but it's clearly some godlike apparition. And Davros is did you got stabbed with that blade. Did it blind you? Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yes.
Because I remember you rolling a D% and you calling high. And then you missed.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you're currently blinded. Okay. So behind you is a blinded Davros. Across from you is a seemingly divine powered Jonas. And in front of you is an unarmed Harkwell. You're holding his shotgun club. Your turn.
And I am going to swing that club.
Okay.
And let me find my die here.
Sure.
Figure out how to roll this bad boy. So roll.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ouch. Ouch, ouch,
All right.
ouch. So you miss.
So plus.
Yeah, that's a hell of a practice
strength.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, practice roll. So that'd be a 5 to hit.
You miss him.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. That's fine. It's not well balanced to be a club, so that makes sense. You're used to it. You would expect it to be much heavier.
Yeah.
Given its size, and it's not, because it's mostly hollow on the inside.
What kind of toy club is this?
Brightholm stares for a moment at the apparition outside the door, that gleaming picture of mourning, and she looks at you, Jonas,
Sure.
and cocks her eye. Are you still repeating this prayer?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay. So it's just over and over again. It's almost, if you don't already know the prayer, it's almost unintelligible because you're just repeating it so fast. The words have almost kind of lost their meaning. But she knows the prayer, obviously. So she looks at you wide-eyed, looks back at Davros, who's imagining is stumbling around a little bit because he's recently been blinded. And she is going to leap over the bed and go to try to stab you in the eyes, Jonas. Now, I am new to 5th edition. I am new to 5th edition. It is a cold shot. I am new to 5th edition, but I believe that that provokes from both Davros and Verk, right? Because she's going to be crossing right over your threat range.
If where is she at currently?
She's the bishop.
The
So
bishop.
she's right. Yeah.
And where is she going to?
She's going to be going. Can you guys see the thing moving in the air?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. She's going to be doing this. Actually, she's going to jump onto the bed.
Onto the bed. I do not
Yeah.
go down.
Wait, Tiger, what's up, man?
No, because she's still in your threat range. Okay, that's right.
Yep.
She's basically making a, well, not a 5 foot, it's like a 10-foot step. Okay, so she's going to leap onto the bed. And let me get my I really want to make
Thanks for
this
stopping
one.
by, man. It means a lot. all things like for cereals.
So we're still ironing out how we're going to do fate. For the time being, I'm going to give myself as GM a fixed amount, not per character. So I can use it 3 times per session on whoever I want, 3 on one person, every person
Dude,
once,
I
whatever.
greatly appreciate it, man. That's
and
awesome.
you guys obviously only use it on your specific. So you have more than me. You have 6. We only have 2 per person, and I'm going to have 3 for the rest of the session. Just prepping it in case I roll poorly because I really wanted to make this one. So, called shot at your eyes. That is a +8 to your, or we'll call it a +8 to the armor class. So, what's your armor class right now?
Una momento.
Sure.
It is 13.
Okay. So with a +8, that's a 21. She has a 1. Give me 1 second. Okay. She needs to roll a with a +1, 2. Sorry. I should have hers all nailed down too. 1, 2, 3. She needs to roll a 17 or higher to make. Oof, does not make it. I'm going to go ahead and spend a fate. Toss it next to her name. So that it treats it as a 20 plus her modifiers puts me at a 25 or 24, which hits you in the eye. And I am going to roll a d6 with her short sword to see how much damage I do to your face. Now, this isn't a crit, so I'm not going to blind you. But we're going to see how badly I can make this hurt. Wow, okay, pretty good. So 6 damage to your eyes. She slashes you across the face. Your eyeballs are not actually like gouged out of their head, but she's cut you right across the bridge of your nose, basically, and your eyebrow. So you're bleeding profusely. You are also blinded just because of the blood pouring across your eyes. You can spend an action to wipe the blood away, but you'll have to do that every turn because the blood keeps pouring out of your face. Purely roleplay wise, do you react to this? And if so, how? I know you're in kind of a trance, but this is not nothing.
I would like to think he starts Jonas in dealing with in dealing with the damage to his eyes gets much louder in his chant, but in a spiteful kind of way. It's hard for me to describe how I want him to react, but he reacts by getting louder, chanting the prayer that starts to, if you would allow me, starts to like resonate against, like he gets to an audible level and a tone in the room that causes a, what's the word for it? Kurt, you know the word. What's the word when there's like a vibration that goes off of like the ceiling from a certain
reverberation?
Yeah, there's a reverberation against like metal objects in the room. I'm getting so loud.
Okay. She curses under her breath in a language. Do you speak Celestial?
Can I speak Celestial? I don't. If you're asking me like what's on my sheet, I don't.
Yeah. Then you don't understand her. Top of the round, Oberyn, the man who's unarmed. He looks frightened of you, Verk. Because you're pretty big, but also then realizes that you don't know what a shotgun is or how to use it. Obviously. So he's a little less upset.
I know Bright Eyes.
He turns to back up, but then sees this apparition behind him, and looks back and forth between you and it, and he falls to his knees,
I got you.
and is begging for mercy, not from you, but from Morning. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Wrong person. That's what Harkwell's gonna do. Spoilers. Oberyn is the son of the Lord here, and he's the one fighting Jonas. He's undeterred. He's gonna go ahead and swing at you, Jonas. He needs a what's your AC again?
13. How much damage did you say I took, by the way?
Six to your vigor.
Well, I'm not in vigor anymore.
Oh, are you out of vigor?
Oh, God, yeah. I still wasn't fully recovered from a shotgun wound.
Oh, yeah. So what are you at right now?
21 wounds.
Wait, what did you have originally for wounds?
Oh, no. Maybe, hold on.
You're confusing the two.
I am.
I think.
I had 3 wounds left. That's what it was.
Yes. Yeah.
I have 18 vigor left now.
Okay.
Sorry. I didn't mean to ping
that. That's okay. And so you have a 13 AC?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He needs an 8 to hit you. Wow. I'm not going to waste a fate token on it. He does miss you.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to attack you again for his bonus action.
Uh-huh.
Wow. I used all my 20s last session. He misses you.
That's
I think I'm liking this tabletop a little better.
Yeah, he misses you twice. Davros, it's your turn. And by the way, the teal squares are windows, in case. Yes.
If I remember correctly, didn't the device do something?
Yeah, it asked you. It detected that you were
in peril, and I wanted to get away.
It asked you if you wanted to get away, and you said yes. And it's so basically it's initiating an emergency transport program.
Hey, White Tiger, real quick. I'm gonna mute the guys or make him real low. Yeah, I'm gonna make him real low real quick. How is the sound and everything? I just switched over from Streamlabs OBS to OBS Studio because it runs better on the computer, and they finally put in some of the features that Streamlabs had. But I had to basically recreate all my scenes and all my collections and all my craziness in OBS Studio. So, how does the sound quality when everything's happening all at the same time, when everybody's talking all at the same time, like, is the mix good? Is what I'm asking.
Brightholm?
Brightholm on top of the bed.
Okay. She is flanked, completely flanked, like textbook flanked. So you have a +2 to this roll. I don't even know if that's still a thing in 5e. I'm assuming it is.
You get advantage if that's the case.
Okay, then you have advantage.
But I'm blinded, so I have disadvantage. So
you don't have disadvantage. You have a well. I guess I'm DMing 5e wrong. Because I guess blinded should have given you. Does blinded give you disadvantage in 5e?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is. God,
I sound like butter being gently melted.
So you're attacking.
Thanks, man.
You've overcome your disadvantage. You're
fantastic.
Attacking neutrally. So whatever your roll is whatever your roll is.
Nope.
Wow, 3s all around. Okay. Do you want to attack her again on your bonus action because you have that and haven't moved? As far as the rules read to me, you can always use your bonus action to attack again. As at a -2.
Sure. I will do that. No. I will use my cunning action, which is just an extra bonus action that I get, and I will disengage, and I will grope my way over
to the window.
There.
Okay. Yeah, you're not totally blind. It's just very difficult to see. It's a lot like if you had night vision and someone shone a flashlight in you. So you're recovering from that.
Gotcha.
So you're able to kind of tell like there's more or less a wall here, and there's people over there in that direction. So yeah, you're able to do that pretty well. Harkwell, it's his turn, as I mentioned. He turns, he faces the apparition of morning, and he begins to weep and pray. Jonas, your turn.
Oh man, I got one of them.
You did.
Okay. Okay.
Do you have Intimidate as a skill?
I don't. I have something like it, so I'm
What do you
looking.
have?
I'm looking into it. I have Vicious Mockery. Oh, as a
Wait.
skill. Sorry, that's a spell I was talking about. Intimidate as a skill. Yeah.
I'll let you roll Intimidate against, if your objective is to try and end this bloodless, I'll let you roll Intimidate against Oberyn and Brightholm, although Brightholm does not seem to be responding to this particular tactic. And I will let you roll it with advantage against a DC equal to 10 plus Oberyn's Charisma. Oberyn's Charisma modifier, rather, so a DC 12. I don't know what your bonus to Intimidate is, but...
Does Morning have a symbol or icon?
Yeah, the sun.
And you don't know what my bonus to intimidate. So you're saying I could roll to try to intimidate the three of them to try to get them to back down, basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not to Harkwell. He's already back down. So
Correct.
your Intimidate, unless you have proficiency in it, which I don't think you do.
It's not proficiency. I have Jack of all trades. I have a +4.
Okay. So you have a +4 and you have advantage. You have to hit a DC 12.
And what does advantage do? Oh, it's the
You
roll 2
roll
d20
2d20s
and take
to take
it.
the better. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're telling me it's a DC of 12?
Yes.
That sounds pretty good to me. So I wipe the blood off of my now profusely bleeding like brow and eyes, and I draw a sun logo on my chest.
Okay. Okay.
You said intimidate.
Yeah. No. That's yeah.
So I do that while continuing to recite the prayer, and while in between the words of the prayer, I am hitting a some sort of low reverberating note within my chest that they can feel that is starting to, push vibrations out. Maybe just on my armor, like maybe it's not doing as much as Jonas thinks it is, but as I'm painting on my chest, the reverberation is like actually felt as I'm painting with my own blood.
Yeah.
So I will roll 2d20. Where is my d20s? Where my d20 at? All right.
Yeah, and I gave you 2 of them on purpose.
You did.
You can actually click and drag
I
around
know.
all of them, and yeah, it's pretty.
Oops, shit. Aha. Wait.
Put them down, right click,
There
and
we go.
then select.
Yeah, that 11 will do it.
Yep.
That's a 15 total.
Yep.
Oberyn is intimidated. Can I knock these guys down? That'd be really.
There's a flick
yes.
option on the left hand
You
side.
can do that, yeah. You flip them.
I don't know. Oh, that's not what. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no.
Go back in time.
Rotate.
No, you don't. The Control Z is actually like a big.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, I could do that. It's
I
fine.
mean, he's going to give me a tool, like my own
he's-
blood. I'm going to
he's
use it,
out.
White Tiger is a viewer from Muckluck stream, Dan, if you remember Muckluck playing the RPGs. And he's in our chat talking to us, and he enjoyed my Intimidate. He liked the creativity.
Oh, yeah, it was very creative. All right, so that leaves you with just Brightholm. I'm going to go ahead and cross out the initiatives that have been removed here.
Negated.
Yeah. And so we are left with just Brightholm. Verk, it's your turn. You notice that Oberyn and Harkwell are kneeling and cowering. I don't know if you would still attack them. I mean, you seem pretty bloodthirsty. It's up to you. But Brightholm is only active combatant still in the fight.
Yeah. Harkwell never hit him. So he never took a swing at him or anything. So I'm going to say he's not too interested in him. But since Brightholm has drawn blood, he'll return the favor. So he'll take the the strange metal club and swing it
Okay.
at him.
At her.
Her. Yeah.
Brighthelm was supposed to be a man, but I kept referring to them using feminine pronouns.
Let's see here. 12 plus. I believe it's 3. Yeah. So 15 to hit.
A hit, a palpable hit. She is also flanked. Oh wait, which is advantage now, not
Oh. Okay.
whatever. You hit her
Yeah.
no matter what.
Well, I could get a crit. I'll throw a second one out.
That's fine.
Hey, it's better to waste it on an
Nope.
advantage roll.
Now you got to take it, and now you die. No. So, I believe we decided the club was a D6. D6 plus your strength.
Oh, the okay.
Using it as a club, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So D6 plus.
Ugh.
Ooh.
That never
okay.
turned. That just went straight up as a 3.
That was very weird. Yeah, but that's fine.
Let's see here, and plus 3, so 6.
6. Okay. You just slam her about the body.
No.
She, the bed is soft and cushiony. It's a very beautiful, lush bed. So she kind of almost stumbles over. And she turns to you and realizes now the totality of her situation. Oberyn and Harkwell are pleading for this god. Jonas, you actually can't see this, not because because you're literally covered in blood.
I wiped it.
Actually, nope.
Yeah, you better give it to me.
Okay. Well, it's good because I don't think Verk would pick up on this. And Davros is staring out a window and blind. So it's a pretty dire scenario for descriptive flavor text here. So her eyes narrow. She is not buying any of this. This is affecting her in no way. She either thinks you're an illusionist or knows something you don't. Which is not that odd if you assume that there are some similarities between worlds. If you recall, Brighthelm was your interrogator regarding the ritual to ascend to godhood, and did not seem to be very surprised by your actions there either. But that said, she looks at the situation, she raises up her hand, she drops the short sword, and says, and falls to her knees on the bed, and says, "In morning's name, I call for peace." We are now out of initiative.
We're gonna find out.
Does my sight return? Or how long does that last?
It does return. It's a magical.
I will go pick up her short sword.
Okay. I'll give you guys each one thing. You guys do hear footsteps coming down the hallway. Davros, you hear emergency coordinates near. No, I'm trying to think how to phrase this. I'm thinking too hard about this. Emergency coordinates en route. Please hold. Verk, Jonas, what do you do?
Sorry, I was messing something with the stream. Verk, you go first. Sorry.
Oh man, that's a tough one to.
He might still, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, he's just like, you're stopping.
Yeah,
I'm still swinging.
And so in general, I always play your character. Don't metagame. Play them how you play them. But don't ever be afraid to do something bold. I don't play it like a dungeon crawler where you need to come out the other end with some number of hit points. Play big.
Yeah. No, so what I'll do is almost to the point of ready in action. He'll raise it above his head and get ready to swing down on her. and just kind of look to Jonas and Davros,
Davros.
and just kind of realize that they're not in the combat mode, and just kind of ask what do you want me to do?
Jonas.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, swing.
no, I think what I want to do is I want to say, so Brightholm's the person at the prison that didn't that was questioning me. She didn't buy the ascension thing, or I think you said my observations kind of that she understood something about it and kind of knew why it wasn't going to work.
Correct.
Okay. And then she's the one here that seems to know a little bit more about everything about this world and about the previous travelers that maybe came to this mansion that way.
She was the one who talked about previous travelers, correct? And she's also the one who is not surprised or intimidated by your show of divine force here.
And so it's out of place, I feel like, and I don't think you did this on purpose because I think you just made up the line. And I don't think I'm not trying to call your narrative into question. I'm just saying, like, I think it's got a double meaning here where D&D is magic and it's happenstance. That you say, she said, I say the line again that you used.
Just now?
Yeah.
In the name of morning, I ask for peace.
Yeah. Because the god of mourning isn't necessarily the god of peace.
Correct.
Yeah. So again, maybe it's entirely purposeful, and I'm not giving you enough credit. But like, I recognize after paying attention to the painting, after calling forth the aberration, if you will,
apparition. Yeah.
Yeah, sure that.
Sure.
I recognize that. So I guess I just say something to the effect of, if you're looking for peace, you're praying to the wrong god. So I come out of my entranced state, and the reverberating stops around the room, and my highs and lows of my bardic performance, in singing the prayer, comes. I come out of it, and I wipe the blood from my eyes one more time, and I say, if you're praying for peace, you're looking to the wrong god for it. And so it's kind of like a nod to, I know that she's got something else that she's not talking to us about.
Okay. She cocks an eyebrow at you, at which point the footsteps arrive. By the way, your apparition is gone. The effect is removed. And you no longer have your, by the way, now that you've left.
You cut out there. What was that?
I said you no longer have your charges of your ability now that you've left combat.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Is my mic okay?
Yeah, it literally at the end of that sentence it cut out.
Okay. The other members of the household arrive. Most notably Lord Jonathan and Lady Sybil. They are stunned. Lord Jonathan swears, looks down at Harkwell and Oberon, who have picked themselves up off the floor, and demands an explanation. Unless one of you interjects, Brightholm is going to open her mouth.
They attacked us in our sleep.
Okay.
Still holding the shotgun above my head, ready to...
Yep. You're holding it by, like, the barrel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brightholm looks at at Lord Jonathan and says, "These are heretics, my lord. I have heard of them plotting. I have heard of them speak ill of the Lady Sybil's blood." Lord Jonathan and Lady Sybil make a holy warding symbol, the equivalent of crossing yourself, or putting up the horns against the evil eyes. And they look at you and say, And then under their breath, they say, "The blood?" And she says, "Yes, the blood." Davros, give me a perception check.
Now, remind me real quick while he's doing that. We didn't talk about blood last night, right, guys?
No.
No, not at all.
All right, I'm just making sure.
Yeah. Camera
He's
cut
alive.
to you guys being like, "Guys, you know what? I've always wanted to try blood. Yeah, I think it'd be fine."
You know whose blood tastes probably amazing? Sybil's.
Yeah. I'm just spitballing here. I'm just
7.
7. Okay, you don't notice that. Lord Jonathan looks back and forth and narrows his eyes. He sees. Now, it's interesting that she would accuse you of that, because as he looks at you, Jonas, not only is your face bleeding, but you have painted yourself with your own blood. So you look not unlike, I'm not going to say a devotee, certainly an aficionado of blood.
Of mourning.
So he looks back and forth. It's not looking great. Unless anyone says anything else, I'm about to roll a bluff check from Brightholm to Laura Jonathan. She has advantage because she's accusing whatever this blood is, you're not sure, but she's accusing Jonas of being a heretic and be a devotee of the blood, and he has carved the symbol of mourning onto his chest with blood. So it doesn't look great.
I will say, my lord, you keep the company of liars and heretics of your own under your house.
Do you offer him any kind of proof or reasoning?
Look at, I mean,
Because right, that's basically like a no, they are.
No, that's all. And I'm just gonna. There's really no. There's nothing else I can add to it.
Okay. You hear the words, emergency coordinates locked. Please travel to anchor destination, or to the anchor.
Okay. I will keep that in mind.
Okay. Does anyone else say anything before I make this roll?
I bow.
I got nothing.
Jonas bows, and blood starts to drip from his brow down down onto the floor in front of him. And he goes, "We humbly appeared in your garden, dedicated to what the garden was dedicated to the gods, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dedicated to worship of your deities." And you saw us as guests, and you dressed my wounds, and I bled from your garden to your table, and then onto bandages up in this room, and I bleed again while people are trying to murder us unrighteously in our sleep. And so morning presents himself and calls forth to action against those that would transgress something unrighteous. And
Okay.
So I present to you the idea that the only blood that seems to be in jeopardy here is mine.
All right. I like it. I'll take away advantage. She's rolling normally. She is rolling against a DC 16, and she has a 4, so she needs a 12 or better. Wow, I used all my luck on the last.
Gang, we did it!
You did it. It was just switching to tabletop.
And now the device sends you to a new world.
Yeah. Well, no, you're not at the anchor point.
I know.
So he looks back and forth. He doesn't believe that like she's a murderer, but he doesn't believe that you're a heretic. He says this is too much for my judgment. I have made a mistake. You should not have come here. You have brought this into my house, and he's pointing at Oberyn, his son. And he says, the House of Fairweather will brook no guests tonight. The light of morning, the end of the festival, is in 2 hours. Leave this house and never return. Oberyn begins to protest. His father stops him. He makes it clear that Oberyn's guests, Brightholm, and Serenity, who, by the way, is not in this fight, need to leave. Serenity was the clerk who was questioning Davros. And the three of you need to leave as well, immediately.
Okay.
Do you maybe do you do anything, Davros, to like let me and Verk know that the device is telling you we should leave anyway?
Nope, I'm just going to stay close to both of you.
What do you guys do? What do you do specifically, Verk and Jonas,
then? Well, I ask if it's appropriate enough for me to, Lord, I beseech you, with you, with your grace and mercy, could I at least tend to these wounds caused by people that are no longer welcome in your home?
Leave!
Yeah, that's a good point.
Jonas, I'll patch you up once we get outside.
Let's go, mates.
I'll just start barging through the stairs, and I'm assuming this is down. Start walking
Sure.
toward the front door.
Sure. All right, so let's take you guys over to the west.
The towels.
What'd you say?
Someone from chat, from Twitch, said, grab the bed sheet, take the towels.
Give it a 0 Yelp review.
I've just got the my new metal club just
Oh,
slung over my shoulder.
Throwaway toothbrush.
I'm just hanging on to. I'm just strolling out with it, just slung back.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and roll a.
To be fair,
I mean, I'm just strolling on out. Not even.
Okay, so Lord Jonathan says, "Leave the gun."
no,
I don't know what he's talking about.
That's loaded. Not, God damn it, not the pun. That's the way you said that. He has no idea you're talking to him.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't know what a gun is.
The arrogant, cocky gun means nothing to him. I mean, he's just gonna. You said get out. I'm walking.
Is it? He shot it, so it's not loaded, right?
It's got one.
It's a
chamber
double-barreled shotgun. It has
Uh,
one barrel.
If it didn't, I would love to. I mean, none of us know anything about guns, so.
But you were shot by them, and you know that
I
it's
know
at
that
least
they
like
hurt.
a boomstick. It's good for hurting.
Sure. No, like I want them to. I want to leave with it if possible, but I was kind of hoping if it was unloaded, we could have been like, it's unloaded. He's literally just going to hit people with it.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you guys, as Verk keeps leaving, do any of you guys do anything about this?
I don't know what a gun is.
Okay.
I take a single coin out of my purse, and I use my thumb to ping it at them, and I say, "Keep the change."
Wow.
Is that
Wow. No, you guys are criminals.
Yeah.
pretty-
That's and I'm still a piece of crap royalty.
Yeah. They're stunned, and Verk at this point, I mean, he hasn't slowed at all. He's just striding out of the house.
Yep.
By the time
Yeah,
he comes to his senses, you guys are already. Verk is already outside. You guys are at the well. He runs downstairs, and at that, he seems to have made a decision, and he says, "No, no, no, she was right. Stop them!" And he yells for Harkwell to run after you guys. At this point, you're at the well. I imagine you do not want to fight.
Yeah, no.
Davros, do you activate the device?
Yes.
Okay. So, you need to. You didn't roll yet, right?
I did not.
Fantastic. Could you roll me a d4? You have fewer options this time because of the emergency protocol.
That's fine.
Oh,
You
back to
notice
worms.
this,
Great.
by the way. In some way, you notice that the device has fewer apertures open, fewer slices of that pie, as it were, which you're pretty sure is due to the fact that it's getting you out of there in a hurry. All right. Ooh. All right. The point of the compass stops and it says "World of Madness."
Oh boy.
sounds fun.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again. Do it again.
Do you tell them? Do you at all relate what's happening? Like what world it's landed on?
Yeah, I will mutter under my breath, "World of Madness."
Do you actually say that out loud? Then
I
Jonas,
say
do
that
it again.
out
Do it
loud.
again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
It all flashes to white right as you hear a gunshot coming out of the house. It doesn't get anywhere near you. I should end every session with or every world jump with you guys getting shot at. That'd be a great little. So far, it's worked out organically. All right, there is a flash of white, and let's take 5. I
Yes.
more or less know what I have in Madness, but I want to take a couple seconds to look at my notes because I have 9 of these worlds to plan for. And we'll get drinks and water and
I would like to get something to eat. I haven't eaten since lunch because I
Okay.
literally stopped working, and that's why I was a little bit like.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wife
grab.
needs help with a math quiz online real fast.
Okay. Let's.
If I'm not back
9:30?
and if you guys are ready to get going and I'm not back yet, just kind of pull me along with you, kind of just in a following fashion, and
That's
I'll
fine.
be back as soon as I can.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
say 9:30. That gives us
9:30.
a couple extra minutes. Yep.
Okay. All right. I'll see you guys soon.
All right. Hey guys in the stream, thanks for tuning in. We're going to take a couple minute break, about 7 or 8 minutes here. I will throw up my AFK little doohickey so you guys understand what's going on and why. There we go. All right, so I'll throw that up for the AFKness. AFKness? I don't know. But we'll be back in a few minutes. We're going to grab drinks. I think Kurt's going to grab some food. Bill's going to help his wife real quick. And then we'll be back in just a tad here. Actually, I'm just going to put this over. How about that? Boom. Twitch chat over there. Awesome. All right. Again, appreciate it. If you guys haven't said hi in the chat, please feel free to do so. White Tiger, thank you so much for still hanging out. Greatly appreciate it, man. If you have us open in an extra browser window, that's absolutely cool. But I know if you have to go check out Muckluck, it is no worries. I know he has been streaming for almost a year and a half now. I think every single day, which is an incredible streak. It is super cool of him. It's a really cool accomplishment. To be able to stream, even though they're smaller streams. For him to be able to do it every single day, it's really cool. So. But White Tiger, appreciate you hanging out. I will be back myself in a couple minutes, and then otherwise, I'll talk to chat if anybody's around, and wait until the guys get back. Okay. Right, I am back. Rat's still doing his concentration. I do not know what Bill was talking about. I need to lower this a little bit. Maybe. All right, if I do this, does it auto sweet? It does auto scene switch. That's so cool. All right, here we go. Tiger, you have no idea how long it took me to set this up. I mean, I had it set up very well on my Streamlabs, but Streamlabs to me takes like on average 15 to 20% more of my CPU while I'm streaming. And it reacts really, really slowly. It's really annoying. All due respect to Streamlabs, it's a great product. It's just it's like very web based or something, so it's very laggy. Like it's almost like it's its own browser and it's like running a web portal to build your OBS. OBS Studio is the bare bones system, so it just seems to work a lot more fluently. And when I click stuff, like it actually does stuff the way I need it to or want it to, you know. It does it quickly. Like there's no, you know, there's no no waiting, no lag. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you need, you know, tons of crazy stuff to make it make sense, but I have a very nice internet connection. I live near Philadelphia. So my internet with Verizon is extremely fast. And then my computer itself, I put a lot of, I wouldn't even say money, but I put a lot of thought into upgrading it, and I was very thoughtful in how I wanted to update it and all that. So, you can see my specs on the bottom of the channel, in one of the panels there. But I have an i7 7700K, which is a very nice mid-tier processor now because the 8th generation came out and the i9s are out, which are the latest and greatest. And then you know, I have a decent amount of RAM, and you know, I thought about doing it. I just at this point, and you can see my stream goal. Oh, you can't. I didn't put it back up. I have a stream goal for I wonder if I can do studio mode. Nice. So I'm trying to get a second PC, you know, a second 4-core or 6-core PC, and it doesn't need to be crazy on the graphics side. I just want it to have like an Elgato to cap my PC or any console gaming that I might be doing, and then that way you stream off of one PC and dedicate that and the processor to that. See, like right now, with everything that I have open and all the side apps and the tabletop itself, I'm rocking at like 80% of my CPU being taken up. And then when you get into games that actually blow away your FPS and require some you know, serious CPU usage, you're talking about getting involved with, like, I'm at 100% when I'm trying to do Call of Duty or Apex Legends that just came out, because I've been playing some of the battle royales. So it can be tough. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to throw it over here. I don't really need to pay. I guess this is all dead space down here at this point.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. It is 9:32.
I haven't talked to Katrina all day. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I said it more out loud for those guys.
Is everyone back?
Everybody but Bill, but he did say to get started without him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. That there's a lot. I don't want to have to repeat just because it's a new world. Like he has to know what the world is about.
Yeah, it's
So
fine.
I'll
We
hang
can
tight
wait
for a
another
second.
couple seconds.
Yeah.
I
That'll
was just
allow
talking
me to
to
actually put
to
dinner in the
White Tiger.
microwave.
What's that, Kurt?
That'll allow me to actually put the dinner in the microwave instead of eating it cold.
Ew. What are you eating cold? Oh, look, you figured out how to make it big and small?
Well, that I already knew how to do it in a binary way, which is on the back of this table. There's a button that says lock board and customize board. If you click it, if it's showing lock board, it's got a thinner line. If it's showing customize board, it's a thicker line. Other than that, and yours seemed to be a different thickness than either of those, so I wasn't sure what was happening. What? No, did you just click it?
My bad.
It's okay. What the?
Oh no. That's fun. Did you disable flip, by the way? Did you find it?
I did not. I couldn't find out where it was.
For the record, I got shot before we zoned out the first time.
Right.
You said it would be funny if we kept doing you guys get shot at the end of the. But I actually got hit, so I wouldn't find
So
it funny.
did I. So
Yeah.
Verxa.
Yeah, that's right.
This looks like the top-down view of one large tree.
It's the top-down view of something. Today on Useless Things GMs Say.
Kurt, what world did we end up with this time? My wife's in the chat telling me I can't even pray properly.
Wow. That seems rude.
I recite all my Catholic prayers. You meant Jonas. Apparently, I did something as Jonas that she was like. It's super weird that moves.
Yeah, it's great.
Guys, find yourself in front of a huge mutant tree who's eating 380 humans. I knew it! Alright, right, I'm going to explain this to White Tiger. So White Tiger, right? We have this device that's allowing us to slip between worlds. So imagine the multiverse. You know, everything is a slightly different version, and there's infinite number of multiverses. So Dan has created a large number of these multiverses and has themed them and made them really neat, etc. So Kurt's character Davros has this compass that allows us to do this, and we need to be near that well. You know, it seems to be the anchor point that Dan keeps referring to activate this compass to get us out of these worlds. And it tends to it has started to track or trend that we seem to be using it basically to get out of trouble. So now we are at the world of madness, which, if you know, nomenclature means anything to descriptors, we are obviously in for a wonderful treat for what the world of madness, the version of our world, you know, and the descriptor of it being the world of madness, what this could possibly mean for our characters. So he is taking this time while Bill is AFK. Very much, dude. Are you thinking sliders? I that's exactly how I explained it earlier to the guys. You know, Dan is very good at. You guys can hear me, can't you? I'm like talking about you, but anyway,
I can
Dan's very good at the out of the ordinary D&D. Like, he doesn't want to tell, you know, D&D, you know, you go in, you fight a dragon, you guys got a bunch of loot, yay, they sing your praises stories. But you know, he's very out of the ordinary and out of the box thinking with this kind of stuff. So he created this mechanic where people can traverse worlds. Like, that's why there's shotguns shooting at us, even though we ourselves are from a world where we were very much fantasy creatures, you know, or fantasy characters.
All around me are familiar.
Bill!
Sorry guys, I'm back.
That's right.
No, it gave
right.
Dan some time to set this up, and
Turn out
and-
places.
All right.
bright and early are the...
Okay. So, gentlemen, you find yourselves in the world of madness. The first thing you notice when you arrive is that there is the smell of rotten foliage in the air. The well itself is decrepit, but there is now a ladder going down it. The first few rungs of the ladder are rotted, but the rest of it seems more or less stable. You don't know how far down it goes. In addition, the statues all around you, actually, no, that's fine. The statues all around you have different faces. They are not there. The base of them is identical, but as the statue begins, as you look up the statue, you see that it begins to contort, and the faces are all making different expressions. One laughing, one crying, one screaming. They have identical physical poses, many of which contrast severely with the expression that they're making. You hear in the distance sounds like voices, but you can't make out what they're saying. And you also can't make out the direction they're coming from. As soon as you turn around from the well, I'll turn you guys around. You see in front of you what was once Fairweather Mansion, perhaps. There is bits of corrugated steel and concrete forming a sort of urban ruin. And around it and through it, vast brown and green thorny vines have erupted. They form these concentric arcs, almost like a crude labyrinth. You see in front of you the green marks the walls themselves. So in front of you is one such arc. And then to the left and to the right, you see more with small openings between them. Through all of this, in the center of this ruined structure, you see the top of a creature. You know it is a creature because you see what look to be eyes. You count maybe 4, 5, perhaps 6 from where you're standing. It is, for all intents and purposes, tree-like. You see bark, leaves, and branches, and a mouth with a tongue lolling out of it. There is a sound coming from this, but you cannot identify whether it is speech, groaning, crying, or laughter. It is just the head of this thing. You imagine the rest of it reaches much farther down. It does not seem to notice you or pay you any mind. The little creatures and critters skitter underneath your feet. Their form is, they move too quickly for their form to be discerned. But you're filled with a sense of vague unease, in addition to the probably very acute unease you're feeling from all of the noises and the visuals here. The device says, "Welcome." What do you do?
Well,
I check my body for gunshots.
You are not shot. You know what? I'm gonna roll.
While you're rolling, I'm gonna look down the well. Brianna, are you down there?
Oh, so lucky. So it's really funny that you asked that, because you hear a child's voice singing, and it sounds not unlike the Brianna that you know and love.
So
it is
sounds
singing
like Brianna.
very quietly, but it's not. Yes, but it's not talking to you.
Okay.
do we all hear this time, or is it just him again?
You all hear it. No spell or like seduction siren is being cast on him. Just a
It
thing.
was children singing.
Yes. Well, down the well is specifically a child.
So Brianna's back.
Verk, what did we tell you about speaking with voices?
That doesn't sound like a worm to me. That sounds like children.
Hold on, Frats, is your stream up?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I'm not seeing it.
You refresh your
Weird.
browser, maybe?
Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to see what the map looked like. Anyway.
It looks very cool.
Okay.
White Tiger says, "We live."
Mm-hmm.
I particularly
Well,
like the madness in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. This isn't quite what I was expecting, but I suppose it's better than the alternative.
What's the alternative?
Getting shot in the face with a shotgun?
The GM comes down. What? Anyway.
All he knows is that in that area, people were trying to kill him with things that he's never seen before. And in this one, at the moment, nothing's attacked.
It's true.
I take another coin from my purse. It's probably a button, but it's metal, and I ping it down the well.
It pings against the side of the well and eventually lands with a very small
With a very small what?
splash.
Okay. But no child going, "Ow!"
No. The singing of the child continues unabated.
I put my hands up against the well, facing it, and I lean over to like almost like investigate where the coin went.
Mm-hmm.
And
Davros walks up behind Jonas and puts suddenly a hand on his shoulder and his back and pretends to faux push him down.
That's so out of character.
Oh, not at all. He's getting used to you.
I mean, I don't know how I react to that. I guess I just like like shrug him off. But I'm assuming you haven't interjected yet, so nothing happens. So I pull myself away, and I'm like, I shrug off that I take note that the coin down the well hasn't interrupted the singing, but it really doesn't give me enough information to make an inference that's worth telling anybody.
The the little critters, like, is there anything we can discern about?
Do you try to catch one?
No.
No.
Not falling for that again.
No, I don't. But I try to like see one. Like, I'll crouch down to try and get a better look.
Unless you try to capture one, they're moving too quickly for you to discern what it is about them. That's weird.
Burke, grab one of the little things there for me. Bill?
Sorry, the wife came up. What's up?
Grab one of those little creatures for us.
Okay. I'll reach down and snag a big fat one.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity check.
Alright. Flip my sheet, dex. 1. Alright, and roll. I got a 7.
Too fast and too slippery. In fact, you're able to grab one and it slides out of your hand. You're left with a thin, mucusy substance on it.
Ew, they're slimy.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a will save. Or will saves don't exist anymore, right? It's just stat saves. Wisdom.
Wisdom save. Okay.
Are we gonna notice on him if he has a wisdom penalty?
14.
Depends on what happened.
Yeah. You make the save.
Well, guys, I missed one. You want me to try to grab another?
Nah, we're good.
Maybe I can find a slow.
Dan, you said the green things are like warped walls of what would have been the mansion.
It would have been something. It's corrugated steel and concrete.
I will move forward to examine the
Steel
one
and
directly in
concrete. The mansion was not steel and concrete.
Not the mansion that you've known in the world so far, no.
Correct. Would the prison have been steel and concrete?
Probably. No, I don't think concrete. Fantasy worlds are weird. I guess concrete. Yeah, the Romans had concrete. So yes, probably not steel. But concrete probably makes sense.
Concrete. Okay, but it's not. So I guess what I'm getting at is there anything that we can perceive to look like parts of the prison?
It is not unprison like, but it's tough. It's ruined modern architecture. It's
Okay.
really tough to make out anything at all, especially just from a distance.
Jonas, what do you make of all this?
Say that again.
What do you make of all this?
I'm just happy to be alive. Happy to be in the favor of the gods. And then I kiss my 2 fingers and point them up to the sky.
Yeah, classic.
It's a wall.
Verk, perceptive as ever. These creatures are not trying to run into us, right?
No, they're just skittering around.
Okay. There's something about this well. I want to find out what's going on, but obviously the compass has some sort of connection to this area. So I don't know, Davros. Is it telling you anything?
It just said welcome, and then nothing since. Davros will shake it, look at it.
It asks if you want to return to the grave.
What?
I'll repeat what it says out loud. Return to the grave. That doesn't sound pleasant.
Is it didn't say that before.
And no, it has not.
It has mentioned the grave once or twice, but I don't know if anybody picked up on it.
But not returning to it, right?
No.
It's talked about being in the grave.
Oh, I don't recall that. Okay.
I don't remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, I was saying a lot of like cryptic bullshit, so
true.
it's fair that one of them would have got.
There's a lot I don't remember from the first time it talked to us.
That's not unfair.
So, but so our characters would recognize that. So,
Correct.
So what I'm getting at is that the world hasn't changed what the compass is saying necessarily.
Correct. The compass is not affected by the madness, or
yeah. I was worried that you were going to tell us that it was. But okay.
No, that would be. It would be a very poor transportation device if it was also negatively impacted by the places it visits.
Well, you've never taken Uber.
Yeah. Okay.
Got him. So, I don't know. Do we find out what's causing the singing down the well? Do we, that would keep us in this area because that's the compass obviously wants us to be here, or do you guys want to go see what the five-eyed bush creature is?
Well, the compass doesn't want you to be anywhere. It simply only can transport you from this particular anchor point. It doesn't have, it's not trying to lead you anywhere.
Certainly.
I got a bone to pick with Brianna, so.
Well, since Verk has a strong opinion towards one direction, and you seem to agree with him, Jonas, let's examine what's.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
Did we leave with that shotgun, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm going to. I agree. Well, I said since they both want to look down the well, that I agree with them, and I will join.
Oh my! All right, so how do you guys want to do it?
Who goes down the ladder first?
Geronimo.
I was waiting for it.
Boop. All right, Verk. Let's. I don't want to delete all of this, but
Davros will lean over and look down as Verk.
Can you save the tabletop as a?
I'm not certain, but I don't want to try. The lyrics and the title are fine. This left side is enough space for me to draw an underground.
Is that a and I remember?
And I remember, yes, and I forget what she looked like.
You can draw stuff over there. It doesn't have a grid, but
draw stuff everywhere. Oh no! This is fine. This is fine. I'm okay. Wow, it's so bizarre that these things
Is it based off the angle of your camera or something?
It is, and it's really hard to get straight on.
Lower your I don't know, that's gonna be hard to draw the distance.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting it. It's not the worst. Okay. Who's second?
If Jonas wants to jump ahead, go ahead. But I'm gonna wait until I
hear
Verk.
Somebody's got to make sure Verk doesn't say anything
to Brianna.
To anybody.
Okay. Verk, please roll me perception.
Let's see here. What did I come up as? 15 skills. Perception is. Whoa. 18.
Oh, that's not bad at all. So you see at the end of so at the bottom of this well, there is a crude archway. You're maybe ankle deep in thick, sticky mud. It does not smell particularly unpleasant, however, despite the rotting nature of the world around you. This archway leads down deep into a hollowed out tunnel. Now you have dark vision, right? I
Yes.
should have asked you that before, but yeah. So you're able to see at the very end of this, there is a dead end. You just barely make out shadows to the left and right, indicating that there are paths that way. And you see then, at the very end, a very small child crouched over, clothed in tatters, with long blonde hair down all the way to the mud, snaking out and spreading throughout that mud.
Brianna, is that you?
The child looks at you and then dashes off to the left.
I'll
With an
Can
18
they-
perception, I'll also tell you that you notice that this child, you take like 1 or 2 steps. Do you actually step forward at all once you've reached the bottom of the well to allow your party members to?
yeah, I'll move forward too.
So as you do that, you notice it's very difficult to walk, and he makes this thick, like sticking sound, right? Is like the sucking sound as you're digging your feet out of the mud.
Mhm.
That sound does not happen when the child runs. It's running lightly as if it is running on top of the mud.
Okay.
Wow, what do you guys do?
I'm in the back.
Okay. Jonas, Verk.
Burke, you want to find out if that's Brianna?
Isn't it?
I don't. Do you say anything in response to that?
Isn't it? To
Like he's convinced it's Brianna. Like
Okay. Well, so what do you guys do? Like you're just standing at the bottom of the well. Do you move forward? Do you chase her? Do you talk about what you're going to do
There's
next?
nowhere to go but forward. Verk, lead the way.
alrighty.
Hey, Brianna!
God damn
Yeah, well, you know what? You forced my hand. All right.
Come back here.
it. Do you guys just follow him?
I shouted at the child.
Okay.
Was there any
You guys are-
reaction?
You guys, nope. You guys are moving at half speed, by the way. As you round the corner, you see the child at the very end of a long hallway. And I'm going to let your perception ride. You see that the pathway only goes, as far as you can tell, in one direction. The child has stopped once more.
What do you see?
She's stopped again at the end of the hallway. Looks like 10, 20, about 30 feet out or so.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Verk. Hey, Verk. I wouldn't be assuming anybody's gender.
I was thinking that. Sure, we don't know. Brianna could
He
be a
said-
boy's
he
name.
said
We'll
little-
see if
He
this
said
is
little
even
girl.
right. I did probably say that.
Dano, look behind me. Do I
Huh?
still see the? Do I still see?
I'm sorry.
Um,
You're cutting out a
look-
lot at the end of your sentences.
I will look behind me.
Uh-huh.
Do I still see the way up?
The well, yes, you do.
I'm sorry, guys. The wife's yelling. I'll be right back.
Okay.
If you'll allow it, I will try to squeeze my way around to get behind Verk.
That's fine.
And
Yeah,
do I see
come-
anything down that the other way?
Oh. Wow, this really, I would pay so many hundreds of dollars for like a really, really good suite of online GM tools. God, I would just pay so much fucking money. Um,
They have them on Steam, but we
but
all have to buy them.
are they like really good?
I mean, they're expensive.
Oops. Actually, for this one, use my you see a corridor that opens out into a extent of
You're
vision.
cutting out.
You see a corridor that opens into a large open area, but about 20 feet out, your dark vision starts to cut, as it were.
I will meander my way right up to the edge.
Okay.
So right there,
I've
and
I've
see if I can see anything more.
I've seen this episode of True Detective.
Ah, nice. This world is very True Detective.
Oh
Season
no.
1. Well, just the brambles and I thought that's why you were saying. So right up until the edge, you begin to hear. It's only at the point right outside of it that you begin to hear this. The song is much more clear now, and you can hear distinct voices singing it as if there is a choir inside. You do not see
Hmm.
anything. There is no light source. Actually, you can see the outlines of things, right, with your dark vision, regardless. So you see that there is a tiered structure, almost as if a crude amphitheater has been carved in this.
And it's going down or up?
You are entering at the bottom level, as if you were coming out the gladiator's entrance.
Um,
What do you see,
hmm.
Davros?
I see an arena. Oh, what seems to be one. So, what do we think? Possibly become a show for someone, or chase a creepy little.
Or go back out and deal with a giant six-eyed tree.
Hmm. That is a conundrum, Davros.
I mean, we could roll the proverbial dice and decide that.
Perhaps a 20-sided dice, or a dice of any kind.
Perhaps a dodecahedron.
A dodecade hooey?
For real though, what do you guys? Are we waiting for Bill?
I was kind of
Yeah,
I was trying to stall
Yeah.
while not
that's fair.
leaving him, but finding
That's
information.
that's fair.
the kids at the end of the corridor are not responding to me, right?
No,
Does
I'm
are we able to make out at all that she or whoever like making any kind of reaction to being called out to?
not. Yeah, she did one time. Yeah, she did.
Like head turn?
Uh, yeah, and then ran down this hallway, and then stopped. Like it is, you're not a dumb person. It is very clear that she is stopping so that you know where she is, so you can catch up to her, so she can move again. Like this isn't tricky.
No, I got you.
Yeah. Let me see if I can load somebody else's stream.
It's weird. You can't see mine at all.
No, it says this video is unavailable. Error hashtag 5000.
Yeah, typically a refresh will just fix that for you.
I can't see ants either. I can't see anybody.
Then
Yeah, I don't know. I closed Chrome.
something's up with your PC's audio sources then.
Oh, audio. Well, I mean, there's a lot of
Did you quit Skype maybe?
well, you can't. It's Windows. You can't quit Skype. It's like you can close it out like out. I didn't think you could.
Oh, you have the Windows app one? That
I
one's terrible.
guess. Yeah.
If you go into the system tray and right click on it, does it give you the option to quit?
No.
Yeah, then it's the dumb one.
You actually have to go into the system tray, log out, and then it allows you to quit.
What if you never logged in?
How do I log out? Oh, here, guys,
you-
see it. I see
yeah.
it.
But I bet you have too many like channels of your audio and video being taken up by all these apps and stuff. I think Jonas is reserved to think that the Choir of Shadows is more desirable than the creepy giggly child.
Okay.
I
So
believe
do you
Jonas-
guys? I mean, this is tough. I don't. I'm not used to playing like this. Do we leave? Does Twerk come with you?
Yes, he would come with us.
Can we text him? Do we have like his phone number?
I don't have a cell phone for him.
Okay. I guess he follows you. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys enter the chamber?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, slowly.
Okay. Then let me curve this around.
White Tiger is very interested in the underground choir.
Well, he is in luck because this is as good as any.
Chris, quick. Tumbo.
Undundori.
Tumbo.
Undundori.
Cool. I don't know what that means.
Sweetheart, come along with me to the music so entrancing. It's an old
I
choir
don't
song
remember
Kurt and I
that
sang.
one. Set your feet a dancing. Oh,
Sorry, guys.
No, yours,
To the
That's right.
dance.
yours was way more boring than that, Kurt.
They made the executive decision to
Eject you from the party.
no, but they're not following the little girl anymore. We didn't know where you were. So unless your
Sorry.
character so these guys go off to do a different thing. Do you persist in following the girl or do you follow your party?
Now, far the party.
Okay.
It's strength in numbers.
Okay.
The girl was creepy.
Oh, because this isn't.
Dan's like,
Dan.
I don't remember describing her that way, but you know what, guys?
Okay, Dan, my least favorite kind of horror is Japanese horror, which often involves a small
This girl's okay. I mean, you guys are being really rude. She's totally fine.
Is this
welcome-
like the ring girl kind of thing?
you don't know? You didn't go find her yet.
I know.
Oh,
I-
this
Listen,
this
I
pen
know-
is not working
Listen,
at all.
listen. I know other people have been in your games and they constantly desanguinate girls. So
They do. There's a lot of desanguination.
definition, please.
yes.
Desanguinate to remove
Yeah.
all the blood from.
Ah.
One of my party members murdered a 5-year-old girl and then completely desanguinated. The way he
That's-
tells the story, it was in self-defense, but I mean, he keeps talking about how she was possessed, but I don't buy it. All I remember is him killing a 5-year-old. Okay, so there are these rings. Forgive the limitations of the drawing tool. The path right in front of you, actually, I will go ahead and mark it with this blue color. This indicates that there is a path. So this is that is open. There's no like, the rest of it is this ringed amphitheater. Oh, makes sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Do we
It's a fighting
see?
ring.
Do we see a singing
I'm home.
choir of angels in the?
You don't see anything from where you're standing. Do you enter further?
Yes.
Okay. As you get to the very lip of the ringed, I guess we'll call it an arena. You see now dotting here and there amongst the stands these faint light blue flickers of flame, and it's very clear that the sounds are now coming from them. Everybody roll me wisdom save or charisma saves.
That's funny. I'm boned.
Oh, we got it.
Oh, come on, man.
I got a 10.
And a 9.
That was a 17.
I wanna return my dice.
You're welcome to spawn new ones.
So I had an unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20. Okay. So Davros and Verk, you guys fail. Jonas, you succeed. You notice that all of these, so I'll describe what happens to you first, and Davros. The song is hauntingly beautiful, and it begins to pull you in, and the lyrics become increasingly comprehensible. You hear them sing the words that are written upon the board right now in that blue. And I remember and I forget what she looked like and why she left. And it's mournful, but more than that, it's hopeless. Not only has it gone wrong, but it can't ever go right. If actually, Verk, you move forward a space and to the left. Davros, you move forward and to the right.
You said
You
this
begin
is
to
like an
you
arena.
You begin to wander towards these voices. Just strolling very, very slowly as you listen to them.
Do we see people around?
These figures begin to form into shapes of humanoids: men, women, children, elves, dwarves, humans, all singing in the same language, singing the same.
So I'm kind of in my element here. Like, this looks like an arena. There's people
Mhm.
watching. I'm just going to
Mhm.
stroll out, just kind of
Mhm.
looking around, kind of like how a fighter would go into a ring.
Okay.
Just cocky, kind of like lift my arms, kind of flexing a little bit.
So let's put you right in the center here then, maybe.
I mean, if you say that like I'm walking toward a voice or something, then that's
No,
fine. But
you're kind of just strolling to get a better look at them. Going around the middle of the arena does that same thing. You're not drawn to like one of them specifically.
okay.
So that's completely reasonable. You hear behind you footsteps coming from the corridor from whence you entered.
I'll look.
I'll go
You
ahead and
look-
turn around.
You look and you see there is a man looking away from you also down the corridor. His back is full of scars and bruises. In each hand, he carries a length of chain that is dripping with some dark substance. He is barefoot and he is wearing only the coarsest of rags for trousers. His head is shaved, and upon it there are tattooed rings, and within those rings, words. The crowd looks at him and looks at you, and you see the gate of the corridor close. Jonas, you see none of this. You see Davros looking down the corridor, you see Verk looking down the corridor, and all of those little flames still look like little flames too. Davros, you hear a sound behind you.
I'll turn around.
All right. You see standing in the center of the ring, there is a live centaur. It is a little bit emaciated from its trials in the ring. It's missing a horseshoe, you notice if you look closely. And its coat is matted with blood and cut, shaved in a few places to put in stitches. It is carrying one giant two-handed battle axe, and it has horns. It has stag's antlers, one of which is broken, the right one of which is still a fairly full crown, and upon which, or from which, hang charms and trinkets and trophies from his kills. He rears up on his hind legs and roars at you. Davros and Verk, I'd like both of you to roll initiative for me.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Slow.
Plus it's so 21.
Okay.
5.
I don't need to write initiative for this. It's just two people. So Jonas, you see Davros and Verk begin to square off. Do you enter any further into this arena?
I'm assuming this is the lowest level.
Yes.
This right here.
Yeah. Oh no, that's the first level of the stand.
That's what I mean.
The actual.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This is the lower level.
Yes, correct.
I want to climb into the first level of stands.
Okay.
No, I want to climb in over here and get closer to these fairy fire thingies and investigate them and
okay.
see what I can glean off of them.
What do you roll to investigate?
Wow,
how many ranks do you have in that?
7.
Oh, good.
That the hell? Oh, hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Wait, did you say ranks in?
How many ranks in?
He was in. He
said,
exactly.
I guess I
don't know what he's rolling yet.
Could I be rolling an investigation check?
Is that a skill?
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I was like, that's really bullshit that they folded that in. Yeah. Roll investigation or perception, whichever is higher, and then delete one.
They're the same.
Okay.
At least on my sheet. I took ranks in one. I'm jack of all trades in the other. So.
Okay. So roll it and
cool. It's a nat 20 with a 23.
Oh wow, fantastic. So let's go back to the combat. Verk, you go first.
Where's
what?
Where's this guy at?
How do you ping, Frats?
F4 is your ruler, and then instead of drawing a line, just click it. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
We got it.
So the centaur's on Davros?
Nope. So you're looking at a tattooed, chain-wielding monk of some.
That is where Davros is standing on the board.
Right here.
Davros is looking at a centaur where Verk is standing.
Correct.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Maybe.
Okay. That makes more sense now. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking like there was like another creature in here, but yeah,
No.
that makes sense then.
I think
No.
Bill failed his wisdom save, guys.
I must have missed something when you guys were... All right, so my go first.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so I'm gonna charge in and what was I gonna say? Fuck. Welcome to the hurt zone, pony boy. He's gonna like run up.
Davros is not the centaur.
Oh no!
Okay, I'll abandon all poetry here. To you, Davros looks like a tattooed chain-wielding monk.
Yeah,
To
no, I
Davros,
get that.
you look
yeah.
like a centaur. But I no, it's you still say that. You still say that exact thing. What did you say? Welcome to the hurt
Pony
zone,
boy.
pony boy. That happens.
Oh my god.
There we go. Oh boy. Can I move this?
Please tell me
Do I have
that.
to-
I don't think you can.
Kind of. I have to like pull it as a. Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. Done. Okay.
Why the hell
Perfect.
can't Davros be the?
Nope. It's too late. That's what you say.
I know.
Okay. Davros. You hear the centaur say. He said, I can't. He says, first, and you're not quite sure. I mean, he's obviously adult. He says, "Welcome to the Pony Boy Hurt Zone." You guess he's calling you Hurt Zone, and he's clearly the Pony Boy. Anyway, Verk, it's your turn. Oh God!
Oh my god.
Swinging with the my metal club.
Okay.
Crit. Oh my god, I crit.
Do you roll twice or do you double your?
It's so
no.
normally.
Yeah, you can choose.
Well, no. Normally it's just with the crit you get an extra dice, right?
Yeah, an extra dice of the. Yeah. Yep.
Well, as barbarian, I also get. Let's see here. Gotta find it. Savage attacks. When you crit, you may add 1 additional damage die roll of extra damage to the crit.
Ooh.
So how do I spawn in an extra die?
You can actually just copy and paste it. You can click that, copy it, and paste.
Let's see. Copy. Paste. Nope, I can't.
We
really?
don't
Is it
have
just
the
me?
ability.
You're the orange or the red dice, right? Okay.
Yeah.
There you
All right.
go. Ooh. 15 plus strength.
3.
Yeah, 18.
Well, I'm into wounds.
Ouch! All right, so the tattooed monk takes the hit of your club directly onto his rib cage. You hear a crack of bone. The singing grows louder, and you hear the tone turn from melancholy to rejoicing.
Can I, after I get that solid hit, just kind of do the cocky kind of like raising my arms up, kind of like, yeah, just kind of like boasting the crowd into.
Absolutely. As you sort of what's the call? Not excite, but you kind of work the crowd.
Gloat.
Yeah, thank you. You gloat. If you land your next hit, you get advantage on your next roll. If you miss your next hit, you get disadvantage on your next roll.
All right.
Your success and failures are compounded. Davros, it's your turn.
Huh?
You've just been slammed. This centaur hits you with the butt of the axe, and it crushes your ribs. You are hurt. Now, what's your wounds at? What's your wounds total?
Remaining 14
Out of
I had taken wounds before. Hold on a second.
well, your wounds max is double con.
It'd be 24, I think.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
Or I think he's
I
got
think
one more con than
I think I forgot how to. I think I forgot which category I put in each of them.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so
max 20. I have max 20, so that.
what's your con? 10?
Oh, hold on. No. I was right because the vigor. How much vigor do we?
Equal to your maxed out hit die. So you're level 3. So 3 times what are you? A D8.
Yeah.
So 24. Your wounds is double your con.
Okay, I had that. I had them
Reversed.
Yeah.
So your vigor should have been full coming into this. That refreshes basically after like a few minutes. So you've taken 15 out of your 24 vigor. So you're at 9. If you have wounds, those are whatever they were. You should be keeping track of those. I forgot.
Yeah, that was at. I think my wounds were at 17 because I had the one night to recover.
That's right. That's right. Okay. So 17 out of what? 20?
Out of 20, yeah.
Okay. And your vigor right now is 9 out of 20.
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay. Anyway, it's your turn.
Okay. Anyway, I am going to. God. Just looking at something really quick. I'm going to attack. I miss.
Yeah, that flick rolling has not worked out yet.
No.
Either way hasn't worked out. I haven't rolled anything over a freaking 5.
Yeah, you're
Sorry.
dying here.
I am then going to. I just want to see because I get an extra bonus action, but I want to see if I can if I get a bonus action period.
That's the thing about 5e that I'm not clear on. So as far as I can tell, and as far as I give a shit about, everyone always gets a bonus action. The only thing you can do with it is basically make another swing normally, but your class might give you other things you can do with it.
Yeah, like I do, but I get only one of them. So I wanted to see. Okay, so actions in combat.
The bonus attacks only happen with the classes that specify that you get an extra attack.
Really?
Yeah, that's true.
Boy, guys, I can't tell you enough how much we're switching from this next campaign. I cannot specify enough. So then, fine. So then you don't get a bonus action unless you're.
So,
but I think rogues, fighters, and barbarians get those. I believe.
Eventually, I don't have.
Eventually,
I don't have it
I think
yet.
it's at like 6.
I am then going to bonus action disengage because I can do that as a rogue, and then I am going to.
How is that different than just running? Do you like not provoke?
I don't provoke an attack of opportunity when I move out of his space.
Got it.
I am going to turn around and climb out of the arena.
Like climb up to the stands?
Climb up to the stands, and I also have. Where is it? I also have second story work for being a thief, which means my climbing doesn't cost extra movement.
Okay, sure. So you can move, what, 30 then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so place yourself wherever you'd like. Not over the green, yeah, because this like teal thing is the exit, which you believe to be blocked. And diagonal movement is 10.
Do I see? Whoops. Do I see Jonas up there, or?
You do, but it doesn't strike you as odd. It's just another member
Another member of the what you cut out?
of the crowd.
Oh, okay.
That's where I'm at.
That is really far.
What's really far?
How far he got.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I didn't even move all of it.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Well, your first diagonal is 10. So 10, 15,
I thought
20,
the first diagonal
25,
was
30.
5, and the second one was 10.
You might be right about that, actually.
And then it alternates every other.
Either way, he either has 5 left or none left. Either way, he made it.
So
yeah, you did it. Okay, and that's your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Jonas. You see Verk start beating the shit out of Davros, by the way. And Davros runs past you up the stand, clambering up them. Just real quick, do you react to any of this? You also hear, by the way, him say, "Welcome to the Hurt Zone, Pony Boy." that you hear. And without the vision, completely contextless. So you walk into an arena, Verk yells, "Welcome to the Hurt Zone, Pony Boy," charges at Davros, hits him, and Davros runs away in the space of about 6 seconds. And you have no context.
I immediately know what's happening.
Okay. It's fair. I mean, it is creepy. Like, it's an arena. They're singing ghosts.
It like what sold me was not the sentence, because he's prone to saying stupid things, but more so the reaction to after he swung, and I saw him like jeering at the crowd and getting them involved, and I'm like, what the why is he pointing at the fire and what?
No, that makes sense. You it clicks.
And then
so you're nat 20 on this investigate. You look into the fire and you see that it isn't any one thing. It's not, there's no persona attached to it. Within the flames, you think you see a vision, as if this flame is a window to something else. You see a pyre of blue flame, as if you are looking out through it. The pyre is built not of wood or of refuse, but of human bones and broken thorns. There is a groaning sound you hear very faintly. Tough to make it out, but you rolled a nat 20 on this. The groaning is coming from through the flame, on the other side, as if from a giant hollow throat. A glance at the other flames that you made this nat 20 shows you that all of them are apertures to the same window. These are all tongues of flame from the same pyre, burning elsewhere.
And is the groaning at all reminiscent of anything?
It sounds like the sounds that the giant tree creature was making.
Can I discern, is this like some sort of magic? I mean,
this is mundane blue flame that is a portal to a different blue flame at the feet of a groaning, six-eyed. No, it's fine. Yes, it's magical.
Welcome to the Pyre Zone, Fireboy.
God damn it. The name of this campaign, by the way, is now Welcome to the Hurt Zone, Pony Boy. It's not Heliotrope Cathedral anymore. Anyway, so that's your turn. That discovery.
Okay.
think about what you're going to do about that. Top of the round, Verk.
I'm just gonna chase his ass down.
Are you going to charge in a straight line?
And welcome to the stream, buddy.
Let's see
How was
here.
yours? I saw you were online earlier.
Double check something.
Because a straight line is right through Jonas,
And
which-
you have to climb.
which I personally think is a great idea. Like I'm for this. I mean, why would you dodge, right? Like this is a straight line; it goes right
Correct.
through him. Yeah,
That makes sense. No, it makes sense because he thinks I'm a member of the crowd.
yeah.
Let's see if I can make the
But you
run
might not have
5,
enough movement. Yeah.
10, 15, 20,
Dude, that's awesome.
30.
Congrats,
Nope,
man.
that
Well,
puts me right on top
you've
of
got
it.
your,
really good
your
content.
speed is slowed because
know,
you're
so-
climbing up these things.
Uh,
Are there rules in 5e for charging?
I
You're-
don't think so.
your constant engagement with the
So in a
crowd
charge, you can only move in a
Shame
straight line.
and your
Dash,
voices and everything.
dash
it's
is an
awesome.
action.
I'm
you
being
gain
like
extra
dead serious. It
movement.
really is. So,
It increases
I
your
think you
deserve
take
it.
your-
That's great.
You'd
I
basically
hope
double
it,
continues to
but you
catch
cannot
on.
attack. It's used
I'll
as your
retweet
action.
you, as much as I remember
Yeah.
to.
So it's like a full
And
Right.
that's what I'm hoping to do here with Dan.
Um,
Dan is
I'll
super
let you make a
creative. I'd love to
charge.
leverage.
I was gonna say,
Something
can I
cool
do,
that.
like, my
if-
bonus action as
maybe
a
next time we
athletics
set this
check?
up, get you in here.
that sounds fine for me. Yeah.
I think that'd be
So
To,
awesome.
basically, move at full speed to do exactly
just-
what.
Hurdle the wall to
Yeah.
get up there.
I'll make it a DC 14 check.
I think the cooler thing would be
Yeah.
if we had active channels, like you build up a little bit of an audience, I
So
build up
roll for
something.
athletics,
If
and
we both
it's
had active
a
channels
19.
and then we co-stream
Fantastic.
I
So
want
you
your
clamber up
I
there.
think that your view.
You clamber
my
up there.
view,
You're running as
people
fast as
could-
you can.
we
Jonas,
stream it.
roll me a Constitution save. Is that not your highest?
No. I get a 10.
Okay. You are knocked prone.
I feel like.
and-
Can I describe how this happens?
You can, but hold on. Let me give you damage first.
Oh, there's damage. Cool.
You take 3 damage to your vigor,
Okay.
but you can describe how it happens. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I, Jonas, am putting up my hands to like almost catch him, like recognizing what's happening.
Yeah.
I think what Verk would see is an extremely excited member of the crowd high-fiving him. So Verk vigorously high-fives the crap out of me.
Yeah.
And-
High-fives
and
his
I-
face.
And I
Yeah.
and I fall over from the
Yep.
force of
Yep.
the ensuing trampling.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Good. All right. So now you're gonna swing, Verk.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
I mean, I don't have a reason not to.
Oh, so there's another thing that I want to. There's a rule that I'd like to incorporate right now because it'll fuck over an already fucked player, and I like it a lot. So in Pathfinder 2.0, the way you crit is either a 20 or exceeding the armor class by 10 or more, which I like a whole lot, and I'd like to implement that rule going forward. So Kurt, what is your AC? So either a nat 20 or
Anthony-
an unnatural 20.
Anthony, you still there?
Okay.
That doesn't really matter because no one's rolled that high.
Yeah.
So.
All right, I want to pause this real quick. I think you missed it. So, Verk and Davros are my 2 other party members, Bill and Kurt. Verk was looking at Davros and saw a huge tattooed arena fighter. Davros was looking at Verk and saw a huge centaur. It was Verk's turn. Again, Verk sees the gladiator, right? Verk, the slightly impaired barbarian we have, yells out, "Welcome to the Hurt Zone, Pony Boy." As we all figure out that as a player character, he thinks he's Davros looking at a centaur. It was great.
On strength checks and strength saving throws. When you make a melee attack using strength, you gain a bonus to the damage roll that increases. So no, not Not to attack, just to damage.
You do have, you have what, +2
Dan
to
said
damage,
he wants to change the official name to Welcome to the
You
Herdsville
can enter a rage as a bonus action. So I guess he's not going to get to do it this round.
Okay. Well, I'll let you do it in place of your attack roll. A bonus action is weaker than a standard, right? So you can take your standard to do it. It's fine.
Well, I was going to attack.
Oh, okay. It's your choice.
Sorry, Davros. I don't know it's you.
Oh! No!
I really wish that we got Skype working so you could see my face right now.
Oh no! Oh, me too. Oh man, what a session to not have.
And this is 2 crits in a row.
Oh, roll that shit. 8, 11 plus what? 4.
3.
What's your strength?
Yeah, plus 3. 3.
Okay.
My bonus. So 14.
14. Davros, you're out of vigor, right?
Now I am, yeah.
What are you at for wounds?
12 left.
Okay. So the crowd. Oh, I'm sorry, and I forgot to tell you. You had not that you needed it.
Oh, so now
you had advantage. Oh, that's right. This does it. So next roll, you have advantage.
So I'm just. I mean, I got another amazing hit on the guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's getting really cocky now. He's just almost dancing.
Yeah. And his back's up against the wall too. Davros. How do you feel? This centaur just charged up. You didn't think his hooves would be able to. He clambers up, leaps across the stands, drives his axe into your stomach. Your armor barely mitigating it.
Not really at all.
Yeah. What do you feel?
Pain?
Yeah.
Would he know the fighting rings and?
Do I see?
You know of them.
Do I see? So the fires and stuff, they just look like patrons and stuff.
Yeah, and now they're cheering for this guy. They're calling his name.
And the pathway out, was it just a grate that went up, or is it like a drop down?
Wait, what's the name they're calling out?
They're Pony Boy, obviously. That's his gladiator name. So no, the entrance is a tunnel, so the top is closed off, but there is a grate in front of it, so you can't get it.
I had a plan, but now it's not going to work. What do I don't really have anything either.
Can I?
What?
Can I make a just a player suggestion of? So if you think back to gladiator times, they can yield, right? They can submit and you got me kind of thing. Especially when they're on the brink of that. That's what I was going to ask. Are you familiar enough with the fighting rings to have known that you could just be okay, you got me?
That was your guys' territory. We stayed far away from that.
That's fine. So,
do I see any kind of cracks or anything anywhere? Faults in the surroundings that I could fit into, but this behemoth could not follow me.
Not that you could fit into, but the walls of the arena are full of cracks and notches.
I'm going up.
Okay.
Bonus action disengage and full and using dash if I can to just go up for 60.
I don't see that's a bonus action. You can just. I'm trusting you guys because I don't know the rules of this.
I get a bonus action for cunning action. It's a rogue thing. Each turn, I get one extra bonus action, which I can to dash, disengage, hide, sleight of hand, disarm trap, open lock, or use an object.
Okay.
So my full action that I'm using is the dash of 60 feet movement, climbing it straight up.
Okay. Then yeah. Let's see if I can make this. Oops.
That sounds terrible.
What's happening?
I think it's
It's
like
probably
stacking
clipping.
below the board.
Yeah, it's probably clipping with the board below it.
Yeah, it is. There you go.
There we go. Oh, can you not?
And
Can you
you
not?
fell 60 feet. Take damage.
Can you not? Can you not land on it?
Ah!
It's not wide.
He's got to be
enough.
Hold on, hold on.
centered in the square.
Oops. Oops.
Or make it a little bit larger. What? Guys.
Po-N-Y boy, Po-N-Y boy, Po-N-Y boy.
Pony boy, pony boy.
Nice.
Anthony, our good friend, just cheered with 1,000 bits. Pony boy,
Oh.
pony boy, pony
Pony boy. Wait, how do I get
You're
some?
welcome.
There we
So
go.
great.
There we go.
Anthony,
All right.
thank you. Bill, thank you for the memories.
Think memories. You're fired. So, all right.
You're about to
so,
kill our other party member, but that's fine.
Yeah, you really are. So he's on top of the
Yeah, I
wall
know.
here. And are you getting a good view of this, Frats? Can you like zoom out and see the?
Yeah.
Jonas, it's your turn. Do you get up?
Yeah, I mean, I dust myself off, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I guess at this point I need to probably do something about them attacking each other.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. What's Radanth? I think what I need to do is I have a bard spell called Suggestion,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I need to toss it at Verk.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Get me up. So I was originally here. I'm standing up. It's got a long enough range, so I'm fine there. So I think I'm going to use Suggestion, and I'm going to say, let's suggest to Verk that. So I definitely have perceived enough to think he's like playing up to a crowd, right?
Absolutely. It's very.
Okay.
He's done everything up to saying I'm in front of a crowd right now. Like it's very clear.
Yeah. So I think what I want to do is I just imagine him like after the second hit, he's like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So for
He's
me-
making crowd sounds.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, I hear crowd sounds out of Verk. For Verk, he's like trying to get the crowd involved.
Yeah.
He's like waving his arms up, just like
Yeah.
So, oh man. So, I think what I want to do is I'll suggest to Verk, and I'll say, the crowd may be pleased, but Brianna is not. To try to get him to disengage this fight.
Does he want to please Brianna?
Doesn't he? He's been chasing
No.
Brianna for like 2 worlds.
I'm pretty sure he
Brianna
wants
bit
to
me.
kill her.
All right.
No, I'm gonna give you a do-over on that.
I misunderstood his motivation with Brianna.
Yeah.
We would have chased that girl then. If
Yeah.
I
That's
had
what I
known.
thought.
So then, all right. So I want him to disengage. So, I'll suggest.
It could.
I'll just
I was
say
saying, it
no.
could be a simple.
Go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I thought it's just a voice delay. Go on.
Oh, my bad. So, let me just say something like, the crowd rewards you're in good favor with the crowd, and while it rewards, what's the word?
I mean, what? But hold on. But why not just like this doesn't seem right? Right?
Yeah,
Like if you're trying
yeah.
to get him out of it, I think you're thinking too deep into it, right? Just like something's wrong here is a perfectly good suggestion.
Yeah.
The spell
How about-
technically says you have to give him a course of action, but I don't necessarily agree with that. I think you can just give him suggest an idea.
Yeah. So okay. So I like this doesn't seem right.
Okay.
There's something wrong here,
Okay.
and he needs
Verk-
to do a wisdom save.
Yes, he does. Yep. Against what, Frets?
Well, I don't know what is my
It should say on your sheet. I loaded it into roll
you-
20, so
You did, but I don't. It's not on the spell, so
you should have a tab that has like your spell data or saves or like
save
And it's
DC. Okay.
it's a second level spell. So I believe I mean I don't know what it is in 5e. Do
It
you
says
know
it says
guys?
save. Here, let me say it out loud. It says save DC and Bard, and then that's at 13. Is that
Okay,
the right?
then it's
Is
a
that the right one?
I get is I mean I know what it is normally, but I don't know what it is in 5e. Is it still 10 plus? Like no, it isn't proficient. Hold on.
I'm looking.
Wisdom.
Spell save DC is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier.
Okay, so that does make sense as 13. Your charisma is 16, your proficiency is 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 13. Okay, so Verk has to make a DC 13 wisdom save. Except Verk has advantage, if we recall. Because
I
he
thought it was
landed
like
the
advantage
attack.
on attack.
No, I said on your next roll.
Oh, okay. So I got a 5
Uh-huh.
and a
Yeah.
5.
Okay.
So 4 on both.
Yeah.
So a 4. I love that. A 5, so add my modifier and less than that. All right. So Verk. So to try to break it down, so you're cheering at the crowd, and all of a sudden there's too few people in the stand. And wait a minute, how did you get here? No one was here before. Wasn't there a girl? Something about a girl you were chasing? Something about this doesn't seem right. I'm not going to say you're totally out of it, but something is definitely wrong here. You're certain of it. Whether you choose to lean into that or not is up to you, but something no longer feels correct here.
I'll go ahead and kind of, I guess, as he's like looking around at the crowd, he, like you said, he notices a couple less figures out there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Have I noticed if any of the figures have moved other than the one that I high-fived in the face?
No, none of them have moved at all, which is weird.
I'm trying to think of a good way to justify to.
And if you're still there,
You don't have to force it. You can just not take a
Tabletop
turn
simulator.
or like.
And this is the,
I
this is
I
the
could just do
environment
what I
that,
was
that Dan built for
originally
us
planning on
this
doing.
tabletop.
I'll
It's
yell
pretty
up to him. You've this is to Davros. You've taken couple blows. I'm assuming that he looks pretty rough and beaten up, right?
He does not look great. No.
Do you yield to my might?
Now, Davros, let me talk to you here. So this centaur is asking if you yield, and it's true you don't look great. However, fall damage is a hell of a thing.
Oh no, Dan!
Were you gonna? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you knew my house rule, so I was gonna let you know what it was.
But I was gonna ask you.
Okay. I'm sorry. So what the way it works is, I calculate fall damage as a d6 per 10 feet. If you land on him successfully, you take half of it. He takes all of it. The problem is you're out of vigor, and 3d6 could go one of two very different ways.
I'm aware. I also have this other idea, which is I can climb down.
Mm-hmm.
You said I'm up 6. I should be up 60 feet right now.
Correct. So 66 damage.
Yeah.
Which is not nothing. Now, you can't take... You're at 14. You can take up to 13. And a 3d6 maxes out at an 18. So it's a gamble.
Yeah, I was going to say, even if I climb down 30 feet, it'd still be the 3d6.
If you climb down 30 feet, if you land on him, you take half, right? So
yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, from my viewpoint, it's still the Minotaur that just did he ever like lose focus of me for a second?
Absolutely, because he turned to
That's
the
what
crowd and was yeah.
that's when I'm gonna make my move. I'm gonna
Okay.
climb down 30 feet and drop down on top of him, attacking with my.
Okay. So you use your move action to climb down, and then you just drop. Roll your attack, please. And this does count as a sneak attack, for purposes of him aware of you. Nice. Verk, what's your AC?
14.
Okay, you hit.
Okay, so
So he takes 3d6 damage. I will here. I'll give you these dice. Those are yours.
okay,
And you're going to take half. So I'll just take 3d6 and half the number.
okay.
9. Oh, I'll round down. So 4. So you take 4 damage.
I have 8 wounds left.
Okay.
And then my damage, a d6 plus 2d6 for this. Sorry, I gotta move my camera around.
Sure.
Should have enraged.
Let's see.
They're so grouped
I
up
don't have
that
anywhere to roll this.
If you just drop them, they'll just fall and they'll roll.
Oh, geez. I'm going to count that as a 2,
yeah.
3, 6. Jeez. Plus 12, 18, 19, 20 damage.
plus
Verk?
3 for my ability mod.
Okay. So what did I say? 20? So 23.
Okay.
Verk, what's your vigor?
36 total.
So he's not even into wound. Wow, I feel bad. That's a good hit, though.
That's still fine.
It's a good hit. So you land down, you drive your rusty kitchen knife.
Short sword. I still have her short sword.
How do you have a oh, shit! You have her short sword.
I do. Oh my gosh, there's an effect on it. I forgot.
I forgot. Well, you don't know. Well, we'll get into that later. You don't know how to do.
I know. I don't know how to do it.
I forgot you stole her short sword. I feel bad because like she would have remembered, but I as the GM forgot, so I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna say that you pocketed it, right? Like you hit it, and she didn't realize until it was too late.
Kind of like the shotgun.
Yeah. Well, the shotgun, they were like, "Hey, wait a minute, that guy's got a shotgun."
Yeah. Well, I mean,
the knife,
they saw it.
Yeah. The knife. It's like after you guys left, she was like, "Wait a minute." Okay. Wow. That's shit. So it is a d6. So you drive it down. You don't hit him. You don't hit him on wound. So it glances off of one of his antlers. It knocks 4 of the trinkets off, and part of the horn breaks, and in a clean slice down to the ground. The crowd goes, "Ooh." Ooh, there's been their favorite thing, which is a twist. The underdog rising up. Verk, you feel this creature, this tattooed monk, leap down, swipe at you, just kind of bang you around the head. It's a beautiful dive, by the way. He's very adroit, but still something seems wrong. And here, actually, I'll give it to you this. God damn it. When he lands, this monk wielding chains, it feels like the broadside of a sword. It's a single clang, not the clattering of chains, and that's strange. It is 11:02. Let's end here for the night. We'll pick back up this combat later, and Frats, hopefully you think of something else to push at least one of these guys over the in the interim.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you guys another 300 XP for the combat in Constellations, and you guys haven't finished this one yet, so we'll save that for next time. World of Madness is going to take us a little while. You guys haven't even done half of it yet. This will be interesting.
Were we
Yeah.
what other XP have we collected?
You got 300 from the first combat. I'm playing
Okay.
it pretty straight. I'm just playing it on
that's,
combat. So
that's fine.
so
I thought
600 out of 1,000.
Okay.
I thought I saved that before, and apparently it didn't.
Sheet.
It wasn't
Okay.
on my sheet. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so 6 is here, 400 away from a level. It's I keep planning to introduce why the campaign is called Heliotrope Cathedral, and you guys keep like
Skirting away from
astoundingly,
it.
yeah, you guys keep dodging. Like it's almost as if you know what part of the world explains it, and you're like, nope, and you just go to you leap over it. It's kind of hilarious. I'm not mad. It's you'll get to it eventually, but like, guys,
I mean,
it's
we get fantastic catchphrases like "Welcome to the Hurt Zone, Pony Boy."
that's true. Which is the new campaign title. Okay, all right, guys. Good session. I will catch you all, and then this week let's try to work out Skype. Let's try to see if we can
Yeah,
pick
I'd love to
maybe
get
a
that,
weekend or
I'd love to get that quadrant webcam thing working.
because this would have been great for some face reactions. There was going to be some.
Can we do just
my
like a
face
quick
when
thing?
you hit that crit?
Yeah.
Can we do something quick on like Saturday or Sunday night?
Yeah,
just-
I'm free all weekend.
Yeah, this weekend sucked. My family needed some help with some stuff, so I really wasn't around.
I was gonna say,
Kurt?
So this weekend should be good.
I have a birthday event for a friend on Saturday, but I should be around later-ish, so like probably like 9 or so.
Okay, yeah.
yeah, I don't think it would take long to go through and get everything set up.
Let's plan for Saturday
properly.
at 9:30. And we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
Cool.
I'm
All
gonna
right, good night, guys.
I'm gonna close out the stream and I'll hop back on Discord.
Cool. Oh, and I want to see this one too. So go ahead and whenever it's uploaded, let me know, Fred.
Yeah, absolutely. I did that with the other one too, but absolutely. This one, this is definitely the better visual medium, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I'm happy. At first it was wonky, but it's so like, yeah, this is way better.
Yep.
I'm really glad I got this pen. All right, cool. All right, guys, I'll catch you on
Awesome.
Saturday.
Yep.
All right.
Well, that's gonna be it for us this evening. Let me see if this makes any sense here. Hold on. Webcam only. Got disconnected from. Woo, Anthony. Oh, Anthony, you stuck around that whole time. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits, dude. That is amazing. That is a lot more than I ever donated to you, so I kind of feel bad now. But you're a better person than me, so it's fine. No, thank you so much, dude. I would love to if Dan sounds like he's doing a lot of fun with this. No. Thanks, man. Kashi, thanks for showing up, man. I appreciate it. I have been meaning to reach out to you on Discord. I haven't heard from you in forever. I haven't really been playing Fortnite, and so I know you've definitely taken some time away from Fortnite. Either way, Anthony, best of luck with the channel. I know you got a new follower tonight, some completely rando person, which is awesome. That's what this is all about, building an audience and stuff. So I really hope at some point, we're able to do that here with some of our D&D content and stuff. I know even just my Discord channel, my Discord server, I have a bunch of people that I met from playing Fortnite and doing a bunch of cool stuff. So it was a lot of fun. With Anth, for sure, if Dan is down for doing this again in the future, which it sounds like he's starting to warm up to the idea that this isn't just a mini campaign, but maybe a longer, a really cool way to build narratives for his medium, in D&D, I would absolutely love to put you, and try to get you in here. We just have a 3-person setup at the moment, and we kind of fell short on the 4th person. I think it would be really cool. I think it gives us an opportunity to do co-streams, which I think would be a super different way to look at it. So yeah, I appreciate your interest and everything. That'd be awesome. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. It was a ton of fun. We got a bunch of people in here chatting, so I appreciate all the words and stuff to bounce off the chat and stuff. Our party is in kind of a dire situation in the world of madness. It's going a little crazy, but no pun intended, obviously. But anybody familiar with Dan and his narratives knows, there's a method, again, no pun intended, but there is a method to his madness. So please tune in. We should be back on schedule streaming next Thursday again. So we should be streaming 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. like we did tonight. We will work out some kinks with some Skype webcams. We're trying to get everybody's face on the stream, so everybody that's participating. So that'll be a cool, level up maybe for the next stream here, so you can get some facial reactions from everybody, not just myself. Even though I am the prettiest of people on this D&D channel. And otherwise, I again just appreciate it much, and hope to see you guys the next time we go live. So follow me on Twitter, follow me here, subscribe if you get the chance. But otherwise, just look out for updates from the other, Twitter and everything, so that you guys know when we go live. All right. Thank you guys. Have a great night. I am going to host, and I'm not sure if Anthony knows about hosting, so I'm going to talk about it real quick. Hosting is a way to send your channel to other live Twitch streams to engage other Twitch streamers and show your channel off to other people. There is a really cool RPG player named Muckluck that I found. He was playing Divinity. If you guys get a chance to stay in the stream for just a couple minutes and say hi to him, that'd be super cool. He streams every day from 9 to 12, I think, right? 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. And he plays a bunch of RPG games. He takes his time to explain what's going on. He really dives into it. It's really cool. So I'm going to use the host feature. So if you're not, I don't know how much experience you have, Anth, but if you're not familiar with it, it's a really cool tool. You can do it like when you're ending your streams. You can kind of embrace other communities that way, show off your viewers that way. It's a cool networking feature. So I'm going to do that real quick. And once again, I greatly appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.